Hello, I'm Michelle Neal and welcome to The Theatre Show, your window into Australian community theatre. In the news this week, Queensland Performing Arts Centre, QPAC, is pleased to announce that shows will go on as scheduled in the Concert Hall and Cremorne Theatre, which have reopened after recent flood damage. QPAC Chief Executive John Kotsis said that all stops were pulled out to open the Concert Hall last Saturday for the performance of Looking Through a Glass Onion by John Waters. The Concert Hall is now set to host a fabulous lineup of concerts, including the Australian Chamber Orchestra and the Johann Strauss Ensemble, said Kotsis. A new broom is sweeping through Australian theatre and dance companies. Gone or going are some of the legends of the Australian stage, including Neil Armfield at Belvoir, Simon Phillips at the Melbourne Theatre Company, and Michael Gow at the Queensland Theatre Company. Replacing them are a new generation, including Ralph Myers at Belvoir, Marion Potts at Melbourne's Malthouse, Sam Strong at Griffin Theatre, John Halpin at Hot House, and Wesley Enoch in Queensland. While there is a certain sadness in the industry at the changing of the guard, there is also a palpable sense of enthusiasm about the new direction. Respected theatre critic Alison Croghan puts it simply, it's going to be exciting. One of the world's biggest performing arts festivals for young audiences will be held this year in Copenhagen, Denmark and Malmö, Sweden. From the 20th to the 29th of May, the International Association of Theatre for Children and Young People invites the whole world to take part in an astounding celebration of young people, performing arts in an international collaboration. In 2011, this event offers the chance to see 27 international performances from all over the world. Australian's contribution is by Fleur-Elise Noble and the extraordinary two-piece Dimensional Life of Her. And that's the news this week, folks. Later on, we have a special performance for you, but right now, in the spotlight. Continuing in the spotlight this week is week 5 of the Short and Sweet Festival at the Newtown Theatre. It's all about the women this week, and here is Artistic Director Alex Brune to tell us all about it.
Week 2 is there's a real focus on the women. This is what we've sort of nicknamed Women's Week at Short and Sweet, and we have 8 female playwrights, we have 5 female directors, and throughout the night there's lots of wonderful performances by female actresses, such as Sarah Connor in Lithium Kiss, which is an extraordinary performance, Catherine Shepherd in The Test, which is directed by Katie Gompertz, written by Rosalind Hull, and then also ending at the night with Beck Bignell's performance in Theme Song, which is written by Virginia Gay.
Who doesn't have a theme song? Come on, quick, quick! Think of something, just get anything in your head just to make this work. Or you can tell by the way I use my walk. That is not your theme song. Come on, think!
The audience, I guess, gets to taste lots of different styles and see what they enjoy. So you go from the really intense physical theatre, or almost a word dance, if you like, of the beautiful first piece, Two Chairs and a Heartbreak, written and directed by Dean Kermond, which is performed by a couple of dancers who are also singers and actors. And you go from that then to the intense, a poetic sort of journey, basically, of Mollycoddled, where a young girl has her rites of passage determined through this quite dark and sombre piece. There's some wonderful humour in Eviction, which is a beautiful play about Adam and Eve, performed by 2 of our more mature actors, let's put it that way, of course.
Come on, God! Bring it on!
Eve, he told us not to.
Oh, come on. The first time one of the boys disobeyed us, did we kick him out and refuse to have anything to do with it?
No, but this is God.
Very bad parenting still.
So it's a great night of strong female actors, strong female writing, strong female directions. So it is what we've called Women's Week here at Short and Sweet, which I think is fantastic.
And just a reminder, from next week, Short and Sweet is running in 2 venues, Newtown Theatre and the NIDA Playhouse.
The NIDA Parade Playhouse has more challenges. It's a bigger theatre. It's a bigger theatre to fill. It's not a black box also, it's a thrust stage, so that presents challenges for some of the actors and the directors to how do they fill that space, how do they make their play work within that space. So what we tend to do at NIDA is to have the more experienced actors and directors there, because they can, that space, the challenging space, and they can work out how to use it best. So both venues are just the same, just as important, but the smaller, more intimate plays fit at Newtown, whereas the larger, more theatrical works work better at NIDA.
Short and Sweet, Week 5 runs from February 2nd to the 6th at the Newtown Theatre, and from the 8th of Feb in 2 venues, Newtown Theatre and NIDA Playhouse. Ticketing information is available on the Short and Sweet website. And now, Sherylanne with the guide.
We have so many great productions lined up for you. Free Reign Theatre Productions presents Oklahoma at the Q in Queanbeyan from February 11th to 27th. The Old Mill Theatre in Perth presents Hamlet, February 4th to the 19th. Packerman Productions, led by Neil Gooding, is staging Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, of course by Andrew Lloyd Webber and Tim Rice. It's at the Parramatta Riverside Theatre from February 11th to 26th. The Malthouse Theatre Southbank presents the controversial 'Tis Pity She's a Whore by John Ford. It's adapted and directed by Marion Potts from February 11th to March 5th. Shush Productions presents the Tony Award-winning Kiss of the Spider-Woman for the 2011 Midsummer Festival, directed by Nathan Furman and Brad Fisher. Choreographed by Nathan Furman. Musically directed by Christine Munro, it's at the Cromwellworth Road Theatre, South Yarra from February 4th to 12th. So make sure to tell your Valentine, take me to the theatre.
This week in Theatrecraft, Valentino shows us how to do a sidefall on stage without breaking a leg.
You might have seen a play where one of the actors gets shot, killed and falls down dead. What we're going to look at today in Theatrecraft is how to fall on stage and fall safely. So let's look at that now. There are many different types of stage falls. The one I just showed you is called the side fall. It's one of the simplest, easiest, safest and most effective stage falls there is. We're going to talk about this and break it down step by step so you can actually do it for yourself. First thing you need to do is react to the shot, and then you actually crumble from the knees, go down, then your right arm goes out to the side, which supports your body sliding across the floor and down. Back to you, Michelle.
Thanks, Valentino. You fall with such panache, and I'm very pleased you didn't hurt yourself. Now, before we finish, we have a special performance for you by Tim Rochford. Can you guess the playwright or the character? If so, email us for a chance to win tickets to see Short and Sweet in Sydney. And now, without further ado, I give you Tim Rochford.
All these books are about me. Never in my born days would I have thought I'd put all my stories in all these books. When I came to the city when I was 20, no one wanted to know about the hardships of the bush or the poverty in the city. So I made it a career out of telling folk what I thought. In London they called us Southern Men of Letters. Southern Men of Letters, vainly seeking recognition here. Southern Men of Letters, driven to the Northern Hemisphere. Talent goes for little here. To be aided, to be known, you must fly to northern past, in a land where sport is sacred, where the labourers is God. You must pander to the people to make a hero of a clod. I'm back from up country now, up country where I went, seeking for the southern poets, land where to pitch my tent. I have shattered many idols out along the dusty track, burnt a lot of fancy verses, and I'm glad that I'm back. I intend to stay at present, as I said before, in town, drinking beer and lemon squash, and taking baths and cooling down. Good day, kind folk. Good day.
That was absolutely brilliant, Tim. Well, that's it for this week, folks. As always, a big thank you to our presenters, Sherylanne, Valentino, and Tim, all the crew, and of course, Alex Broom. If you would like to contribute or get involved in the show, then check out our website. I'm Michelle Neal, and I'll see you at the theatre.